Representative Magofna, you are now Senator-elect. What are your initial reactions to your win?
To be quite honest, my initial reaction was it was a, it was like a half. Like, I'm in shock because I couldn't believe that in such a short period of time I was able to garner the people's trust and believe in me, and so that was the shocking part. But the other side was that I worked really, really hard to prove myself to the people. I was out there almost every day after work. I would make time to go and make house visits, talk to the people, listen to what they have to say, and I put in the work. I really did. And even with the amount of time that I had here at the legislature as a representative for a year, I was able to push out some legislations and maybe, I think, one resolution that didn't really go anywhere. But the efforts that I put in shows a lot of the commitment and determination that I had to show the people that I am truly here to help in any way that I can. So it was a mixed emotion, but I'm very, very grateful. And I'd like to take this opportunity, if that's okay, to extend a deep, deep appreciation to all the people, to every single one of you out there who believed in me and trusted me and gave me the most important thing, your vote of confidence, to represent you at the Senate. Like that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I am very honored and humbled by this experience, and I promise the people to serve them honorably, while in there. So thank you to every single one of you out there who supported me in many different ways, and I hope to make you guys proud of the work that I'll be doing.
And a year ago was October 17, 2021 exactly.
Yes.
The Precinct 3 special election. You then got 1,217 votes, which is 60% of the votes cast in that precinct. Fast forward to today, you getting 5,202 votes. It was an island-wide election this time around. So what was your messaging? What are some of your main priorities that you communicated to the people that you think got you to this next stage in your career?
Well, I think the main focus that I communicated while I was out there talking to the people is that we needed change. The whole movement of changing the way our government works, right? The government system, the type of leadership that we had, that was my main focus. That if you want another 4 years of the same, right, then that would be their choice. But I was offering my time and my service to the people to let them know that I would like to help make a difference for the betterment of everyone and not just the select few. And I think that was the common theme that was going around, right? It was always for the betterment of all and not just the select few. And I know that my time in the House was very short, but I wanted the people to have a choice at the Senate, and that was the message that I was putting out. It's like seeing the composition at the Senate during the impeachment hearing really fueled the fire for me personally. Like, there has to be a better way, and the people have to have an alternative choice to a different composition. And I never once during my campaign went out and talked negatively about my opponents, not once. And I focused on my strengths, which was my background. I focused on what I could offer the people, and that's the voice to be able to speak for them when it's needed, and the compassion that the people need from leaders like ourselves, and just to be open-minded and be able and willing to work with everyone for, again, the benefit of all, so.
A lot has changed, including the party that you affiliated with. As we reported on, you moved over from the Democratic Party.
Right.
Now it appears you'll be working with, as we spoke with Senator-elect Babata, she mentioned that the Independents and Democrats in the Senate didn't meet, and that you all formed a caucus.
Yes.
You're no stranger to resistance. The House this year has had a very strained relationship with the Senate. It appears that both the Senate and House will have the majority in terms of the coalition that is reinforced by the runoff election, in which the Independents and Democrats have come together. So what do you think you're able to accomplish now as a senator, maybe that you wouldn't be able to as in the House of Representatives, but not only that, now that you're in the majority?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to start off by extending an olive branch to the other aisle. Like the ultimate goal, right, for our people is to work together in harmony and to achieve a lot of the work that we need to do. There's so much work that needs to be done. And I'm very hopeful and I'm very optimistic that we can make that bridge together, and work together and not try. I mean, I know I'm probably sounding very, naive right now, but there's always hope. And I'm one of those people who, tries to give the benefit of the doubt from the beginning and see where it goes, because, I'm just very positive and hopeful that way. And it's not until later when I start seeing, right, like if there's no effort to make it work, then I will start, figuring out another path. But initially, I always try to extend that olive branch and see if we can work together. Now, to answer your question, I am very optimistic, and despite whichever way it goes for the gubernatorial, right? Like I said, our ultimate goal and loyalty is to the people, and so whichever path it takes us, I will make every effort to ensure that whatever decisions I make, that it's for the benefit of the people and not the party, my party affiliation. That has always been my core. Every decision that I've made as far as legislation, it's always been for the people. So I will continue to carry that with me no matter where I go. And
so what are some of the top legislative priorities that you have going in? Did you have kind of some things you knew you wanted to get done in the Senate that you couldn't in the House?
Wow. I mean, I was really not planning this far ahead, because I was really, I really didn't think I was gonna make it, honestly. I knew I had a very slim chance, but I was willing to take the risk of not, I was pretty confident that if I stayed in the House, then there's a very good probability that I would get it reelected. But I wanted to take that risk and offer my time and service to the Senate, knowing that Jesus Christ, I went against, Angel, who's a proven leader here at the House and outside the community. Miss Janet Maritita, who's a 5-term, House representative. And Andrew himself was also a former, representative. So, I really felt like I was the underdog this whole time, and I never took it for granted, not once. And that's why I think I worked so hard to prove to the people that I am worthy of this seat, because I knew that my opponents were way ahead of me, and just coming into this arena, just 2 years ago, and then just being at the House 1 year later, it's I didn't even see myself where I'm at now, and so I didn't really think of anything ahead. I was just really focused on just letting the people know that they do have an option, an alternative to the others. And so I will have some time from now until the inauguration to really, sit down and think with a clear mind, what those priorities are. I already know that first and foremost, we need to get a good handle on our finances, right? Because we do anticipate that fiscal cliff that's just around the corner, and how we can, improve our economy, because that's how everything is dependent on our economy, right? And so I will work with whoever I need to work with the leadership at the executive branch, at the House level, and at the Senate to see what we can do as a team to collaborate and help our people in that aspect.
And one of my last questions is about representation. You talked about legislative experience and the diversity of the candidates, but one thing, Saipan now has 3 female senators. I believe this is the first time that's happened in Commonwealth history. So just your comment being part of this historic class of legislators.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I am very proud to be part of that, to be part of this historical moment, and to show all the other women future leaders, right, that anything is possible if you put your minds to it. And this is a great thing for the Commonwealth. Now we're slowly getting there, right? But now we have a mixed composition of male and female, and we always, I think in life, we need some kind of balance to make things work. So we're getting there, but there's always that first step, right? And so I'm very proud to be part of that movement and the whole female empowerment thing. I'm really proud to be a part of that.
All right, Senator, that's all the questions I had. Just wanted to give you a moment to add anything else you'd like to.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for this opportunity. Again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank every single person here, to the people of the Marianas. Thank you for coming out and exercising your right to vote. Your vote is your voice, and we are just here to serve you, the people. And so I'm very happy that the vote turnout was pretty high. I am hoping that the turnout for the special election, for the runoff, is also high. And just come out and make your voices heard. Only you can make those changes, And so with that, thank you again to every single person who came out, supported me, voted for me, and most importantly to my committee. They put in a lot of the hard work. A lot of the times all I had to do was show up and do my part. But all the inner workings, all the behind the scenes came from my committee and the other committees who also participated in, making this happen. So to the people, this is your victory. This is not mine. This is your victory, And thank you again for giving me that trust and confidence to represent you guys. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.